Hi guys, welcome back to Martin's Vinyls. I've just finished work and my wife's given me a tip on a record collection that's local to me that he's interested in selling. I've never done anything like this before. I'm really excited to get over there and do this because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I just never had the opportunity to do it. So I'm going to go there. I've spoken to the guy on the phone. He's got like 800 records, and I heard a few names in there that perked my ears, like OTIS SPANN came up, so I think he's got a half decent collection. But like I said, the purpose of this is to buy the collection and then sell it individually. I might keep some gems for myself if there's anything any good. But like I said, I really want to get into doing this as a bit on the side. So wish me luck, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, bye. Okay, I just come back from the guy's house. He had been there for a couple of hours, about 3 hours maybe. He had a really great collection, but the sad thing was that he wasn't interested in selling the whole lot. A bit of a miscommunication between my wife, the guy's son on Facebook. I was under the impression he wanting to sell his whole thing, but that wasn't the case. He's a guy in his 80s, so he doesn't do social media or even texting. You have to call him up. He's very old school. But he was 80s, and just talking to the guy, he's really knowledgeable, really sound guy. But he was just at a point in his life, it's like, I can't take these records with me when I go. But he knew what he had, and he was unwilling to let some of it go because he knew how much they were. And he had certain other records in his will to give to other family and friends and stuff, which is totally understandable. So I picked for his collection. He has some really, really hot ones in there, like original David Bowie, original old pressings of Bob Dylan. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. As you can see, I'm doing this from the car. And it's quite awkward when you're making a video and a whole bunch of people walk past with their dogs. But anyway, the guy was really great. He was great to talk to. It was really nice to talk to someone else about records. I wasn't unable to buy the whole thing, but I did have a good look through them all. And I picked some records out for myself, which I paid for. The first one I found, I was really excited by because it's a record I've been wanting for a long time. And that record is OTIS SPANN, the biggest thing since Colossus. Great record. The only thing I think lets it down is the cover. But I'll show you the back. That's OTIS SPANN there. He's if you don't know who he is, he's an American blues pianist, and he's got such a legacy. He's been working since the 1950s. He's worked with greats such as Muddy Waters, Bo Diddley, Howlin' Wolf, B.B. King, Chuck Berry, Eric Clapton, Buddy Guy, Big Mama Thornton. But he's worked with all those greats. But my favourite work of his is the work he does with Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. It's really special when he works with those guys. He works with most of them here. He works with Peter Green and Danny Kerwin, John McVie, all from the original Peter Green Fleetwood Mac lineup. Really good blues. I'm glad I got this, and I got it at a great price as well from him. It's an original one on the Blue Note label. Let me get you out. I'm going to look forward to opening a bottle of wine this evening and listening to this. There we go. On the Blue Horizon label. There we go. Like I said, just talking to this guy with his record collection. He's had a few people come out and look at it, and he's been unwilling to sell to them because they were actually quite rude and abrupt with him. and you could just tell that they weren't music lovers as well. And just talking to the guy, like, I spent more time talking to him than I did actually looking through records. And after this exchange of knowledge and information between us, he was actually quite excited to let some of these records go to someone who's going to listen to them and appreciate them. So anyway, my next one I picked up is Bobby Bland, Dreamer. Phenomenal record. He's a blues singer, but he does his blues voice, and he does gospel and R&B, rhythm and blues. But whatever style he does, it's just great. It's great music. He never sings or forces his voice. Is really good, and it's just smooth and natural blues. If you haven't heard of him, you definitely heard of Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City. That's like his biggest song. If you like that song, the rest of the album is pretty much the same vibe and style. It's a great album. So if you like that song, you're going to love the whole album. Really good. Glad to have that one. I also got picked up a couple of Neil Youngs. I got Freedom. And I got Stars and Bars. It just helped to fill up the gaps in my collection. And sorry, it's a car going past. It's just yeah, like I said, fill them. They're not best Neil Young albums, but they're definitely worth a listen. They've both got like signature tracks on them. This one's got like a hurricane. This is from the late 70s. Then he took a break from the Reprise label, which that one is on. He went to Geffen Records and made some absolute stinkers of records. And then he went back to the Reprise label and then released this one in the late 80s, I think this was. Yeah. But this one has Rockin' in the Free World. Not either way. Both these albums aren't the best albums of his. I mean, I love Harvest and After the Gold Rush. These aren't on as par as those two ones, but still worth a listen. Like I said, it helped to fill up some gaps in my collection. Oh, I never had a copy of this, so I was happy to grab the Beach Boys, Pet Sounds. Now, this album is considered one of the greatest and most influential albums in music history. It's such an important album. I mean, this greatly inspired the Beatles. Paul McCartney's favourite song is God Only Knows, which greatly inspired him in his songwriting. But that track God Only Knows is used in the movie Love Actually. It's actually you know, at the airport, the ending credits, that's the song that they use. Alright. Oh, my very first Sonny Terry and Brownie McGhee record. You're not familiar with these guys. These are very old school blues. Sonny Terry is a blues and folk musician for his energetic blues harmonica style, and Brownie McGhee is a blues singer and guitarist. Both these guys are among the first artists in their genre to tour internationally and give a whole generation their introduction to blues music. They inspired great other blue artists like Taj Mahal and Roy Cooder, both of which are teaming up to bring out a tribute album for Record Store Day. I haven't listened to that one yet, but these two, they've both done solo work, both of them, Sonny Terry and Brownie McGhee, but when they get together, it's something special, really good. Right, I also got Cosmo's Factory, Creedence Clearwater Revival. If you haven't heard of these guys, you've definitely heard of them, because their stuff is always used in movies. It's in lots of soundtracks, but this is probably one of their biggest ones. It's not a bad track on here. It's full of their hits. They got Travelling Band, Look Out My Back Door, Run Through the Jungle, Up Around the Bend, Who'll Stop the Rain, I Heard It Through the Grapevine. as long as I can see the light. See, there's so many great tracks of theirs on here. It's a phenomenal album, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. Oh, guilty pleasure alert. I love Tina Turner. It's not a guilty pleasure. I want everyone to know how much I love Tina Turner. I also picked up George Thorogood and the Destroyers. Great blues rock. He's greatly inspired by John Lee Hooker. It's actually a couple of covers of John Lee Hooker on here. Madison Blues, one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Both John Lee Hooker covers. Yeah, John Lee Hooker actually appeared on a couple of their music videos, and they've worked together before as well. Yeah, really good blues rock. Oh, last one, Joe Walsh. Yeah, well, you must know who Joe Walsh is. He's worked with been with the Eagles, and it's got one of his biggest tracks on here, Life of Illusion. If you're not familiar with that, it's on the opening credits song for 40-year-old version. But yeah, really great. Like I said, this is my first attempt at getting a record collection. It won't be my last. This is the start of a video diary for me to start my journey on this record collection buying, and hopefully sell them on in record fairs and pop-ups and everything like that. So make sure you subscribe to me so you can join me on this journey. But the great thing about all of this was actually talking to someone else face to face. It was really cool to talk to another music lover, and also just saying every record I brought, the guy said he saw them live, which is amazing to talk to about. So I'm hoping for more encounters like the one I had. I know I've come away a bit disappointed because I was hoping to buy the whole thing, but it was still a great experience to have. Alright, so make sure you subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.